Hey everybody, I wanted to do a follow-up video on my Xantrex 1800 Pro inverter. If you watched my last video about it, I had it hooked to my multimeter, and I couldn't figure out why I was only getting 94 volts, and you can see it's set for alternating current volts. and Well, I had some really good comments from some people who are far smarter than I am. Their name escapes me, and I apologize. But if you watch the last ones, you can tell which ones I'm talking about. Um, anyway, after their very helpful comments and some research that I did on my own, I found out it's simply the meter. I got my kilowatt hooked to it, 119 volts. So, I mean, that's well within the tolerance range of its, I think it's like 120 volts plus or minus 2% or something like that. So, I feel a lot about it now that we're within our tolerance. The problem with a meter is this one in particular is a cheap Walmart voltmeter. I probably didn't give but maybe 10 bucks for it. And it does really well for doing stuff like that and stuff like that. You know, if you're just doing straight DC voltage, hooking up stuff like that, it works fine. Even on the AC stuff, you know, checking to make sure your water heater has power going to it, you know, it does fine for that. I don't use many of the other features on it. I know it can check your ohms, and it can check your connectivity and all that other kind of stuff, but mostly DC volts and AC volts is all I use it for. And you can check the amps. I have an amp clamp that I use for that though. But anyway, this voltmeter is not what's called a true RMS meter, which that stands for root mean square. And basically what it amounts to is, since these inverters here are a modified sine wave, there's a lot of distortion in the sine wave that it has to pick up, and these meters have to convert AC voltage to DC voltage of an equal value to give you the exact voltage. Well, if you don't have a root mean square, I think it's root mean square. If I'm wrong, I'm sure somebody will correct me. If you don't have a true RMS meter, then it doesn't do the mathematical equation right, and you get an improper volt reading. So if you're checking the voltage on a modified sine wave inverter, make sure you have a true RMS meter, or you know, at least one of these kilowatt meters. It'll give you a pretty accurate reading too. But like I said, these are great for, you know, little things, but if you need an accurate measurement with distorted sine waves or modified sine waves, then just leave that in the toolbox and go ahead and spend the extra money and get you one of them nice yellow ones. I'm sure you know what brand I'm talking about. But anyway, I just, like I said, wanted to follow up and let everybody know the meter's good. Just I'm sorry, the inverter's good. The meter just couldn't do it. So anyway, thanks a lot. Maybe this will help somebody else in the future. Talk to y'all later.